Hi everybody, welcome back to the second track about artificial intelligence in supply chain. This is the video number 5, and now we're gonna start how to code the second loading rule for the container ship. So in the previously class we we talked about how to code the first rule, and a card will appear somewhere in place here. Okay, so now we're gonna use the experience of the previously code of the previously video, and we're gonna make some a little change, but this little change will produce a different loading rule. So let's start code again, and here I have my screen here with the Google Colab with the code of the previously class, and in the description of this video this code will appear. So I'm using the Google Colab environment. This environment is available with the if you have a Google account. I teached you in the previously video if you want to use this environment. It's very powerful and simple. Here we have the code, the container ship class, that is very important, and we talked about this through the first track. Okay, so I will copy this. As you can see here, we can use this resource. We have some text here, and we can use this to hide the code or to show the code. Okay, so this is the code that we developed through the first track, and explained everything. So I can code here, I can copy the cell, and here it's very important to have this code, because this code should be defined before the loading rule. If you want to use uh, the code for the loading rule, you should have defined the container ship class. Okay, so now we have this code. We have also the draw that resulted after executing this code, but we don't loaded all commands, so we need to load this just to define the container ship class here, defined here. So I'm loading, okay, and now it's executing and producing the right figure about the container ship with certain cargo. So now we need to code the second loading rule. Here we're gonna put some text. We can add some text here, and we're gonna use a title. Now, what kind of title we're gonna use here? We're gonna use this symbol for a title, and loading rule number, loading rule number 2. Okay, this is this rule, loading rule, will fill the container ship starting on the last bay, and that's it. And now we should use this previously code. We can hide this. Okay, now we're gonna use code, finally code, but instead of starting from 0, we're gonna use this code from loading room. We can copy this. Okay, just copy. We can select all. I will select everything. Control C, Control V. Now I have, okay, I have the loading rule 2, but I can change here for number 2. And what's different from for this second rule? We're gonna start not in the first bay. See this? This is saying that I'm gonna start from the first bay. Okay, K is the index for the first bay. So I can change this, and this is not very difficult because we have the dimensions of the container ship. So I can start from the last bay index. Remember this. So the last bay index is the number of bays minus 1. Okay. So I also should change this um, expression. Since I'm starting the last bay, I should use another criteria to stop my my loop. So here I'm gonna use this, and also when I should update my loop, I'm gonna use -1, not +1. And after doing this three different commands here, we changed the three lines here and here and here. Finally, we have the second loading rule. Yeah, the loading rules are very simple. We can produce more complex rules, but we are just keeping the things simple at this moment because in the future codes, we're gonna use simple rules to code complex behaviors, okay? That is the idea of doing this such things, and we can create many more simple rules. Okay, so now I'm gonna execute this. Okay, we have okay. No, we don't have this first loading rule. We have the second. When I'm gonna see the result after applying this rule. So as you can see here, we start in the first column of the last bay, the second bay. So we can also change this. We can start on the last column of the last bay, but we just change the order to fill the container in terms of bays. So we start in the first column of the last bay. So it's different from the first rule where we start in the first bay, the first column in the first bay. So as you can see, we can produce more variation of this loading rules, and then that is the right thing that we're gonna do in the next class. We're gonna produce another loading rule, and as you can see, after understand the first rule, you can make some variations from the first rule very quickly, very simple variations. Okay. So in the description, again, in the description of this video, you have all this code in Google Colab. You can also save, we can also save a copy in our drive. If you can, I will share this and you can save a copy with the code and you can execute in your own Google account, okay? So that's it. Thank you for your attention. I hope you find this interesting and useful, and I hope you find you in the next video. Bye, see you.